AI won't replace you. Someone using AI will. And immigrants already know how to adapt. Welcome to the Carlos Inspire Show. I am Carlos Siqueira. And today we are talking about the biggest opportunity and the biggest threat facing entrepreneurs, speakers, and business owners in 2026. Before we dive in, quick note. If you wanted to get paid to speak on the big stages, not just share your story, but actually cash checks, visit getonmorestages.com. We are helping speakers using AI to research audiences, customize presentations, and land potentially 5 and 6 figure keynotes in half of the time. And if you are already making money, you better protect it. At disruptorscode.com, we show you how to set up wills, trusts, and tax-free wealth strategies so your family gets everything you built, not the IRS. All right, let's get into it. Here's what's happening right now while you are listening to this. 40% of enterprise applications will have AI agents embedded in them by the end of the year. Not chatbots, agents. AI systems that make decisions, execute tasks, and run entire workflows without a human touching them. Companies aren't trying AI anymore. They are deploying it. And here's the part nobody's talking about. 95% of AI usage right now is just making people a little more productive. Faster emails, better reports, nicer presentations. That's not where the money is. The money is in using AI to create new value, new revenue streams, new offers, new ways to solve problems that didn't exist 6 months ago. And the people winning, they are not the smartest. They are not the most educated. They are the ones willing to adapt the fastest. And guess who's been training for these entire lives? Immigrants. See, when I came to America in 2001 from Brazil with my mom with $800 in our pockets, we didn't speak the language. I didn't know the system. I didn't have the connections. What I had was this: the ability to figure it out fast. I sold bread on the streets of Brazil as a kid, dancing and singing to get attention while my competitors just stood there. I went door to door selling cable in Boston, Connecticut, Miami, DC, Los Angeles, San Francisco, blending into neighborhoods, innovating when others follow scripts. That's the immigrant advantage. We don't wait for permission. We don't need perfect conditions. We adapt. And AI is just another system to learn, another language, another hustle. While everyone else is scared, what if AI takes my job? Immigrants are asking a different question. How do I use this to build something they can't take away? Let me tell you what I am seeing right now. Speakers who used to spend 20 hours researching an audience, they are using AI to do it in 45 minutes. Custom research, deep insights, personalized case studies. Then they are charging the same fee or more because the value they deliver is 10 times better. Coaches who used to manually follow up with leads, AI agents are doing it for them 24/7, personalized messages, perfect timing, conversion rates through the roof. Content creators who used to post once a week, they are repurposing one episode into 50 pieces of content across every platform without lifting a finger. While they are scared of AI, immigrants are building empires with it. Can you see this? Does it make sense to you so far? Because here's where it gets uncomfortable. Before I tell you what's coming, let me show you what I've already done this. You wanted to know how I helped telecom giants, Fortune 30 companies like Xfinity, AT&T, and DirecTV generate over $1 billion in revenue. I identified the right real estate, the projects, the hoods, the barrios, places nobody else was willing to go serve. 70 to 80% open markets with little to no penetration. So I went there myself and I made millions. And I trained others on how to do it with me. If you take the tens of thousands of clients I brought to these companies, paying $100 to $250 per month every single month for 15 years, that's billions of dollars in revenue. I did the same thing for coaches, speakers, and CEOs and small businesses. Any one of them that created memberships, masterminds, programs, monthly recurring revenue. Services people pay for the month after month after month. And here's where AI lets you do now. If you can solve a problem, you can have AI create a SaaS software for you. Software as a service. A tool that helps businesses solve their problems and they pay you monthly. As you accumulate customers, hundreds, thousands, you can sell the software to hedge funds who will pay you millions of dollars. And you can exit into retirement or go build more stuff to help others. Or whatever is that thing that you want. Are you following me? I know CEOs and friends that sold relationship apps for over $100 million. This is the pattern. I've done it before. And AI just made it 100 times easier to do it again. The telecom companies, they needed someone willing to go where others wouldn't go. The Fortune 50 companies, they need help. AI is the same. Most people won't touch it. Too scared, too complicated. Good. That's your opening. That's your billion-dollar market with zero penetration. That is a tax coming. I call it the AI tax. You are going to pay it one way or another. You either pay it now by investing time to learn AI, experiment with tools, and integrate it into your business, or you pay it later when your competition has automated what you do manually, deliver better results in less time, and charge less because their costs are lower. You want to serve the ultra wealthy if you are a consultant? Do it in less time. Cut the time in half, and I guarantee you, they'll talk to you instead of McKinsey. The AI tax, you either pay it now or lose everything later. This is predictable. This is certain. This is the reality of 2026 and beyond. So the question you need to ask yourself is this: are you going to be the immigrant who saw the opportunity and moved, or the one who waited until it was too late? Because let me tell you something. I learned from going door to door in neighborhoods everyone else was afraid of. Grinding my way from $800 to building multiple seven-figure businesses and helping Fortune 30 companies generate billions. Behind every problem is an opportunity, but only if you are willing to do what others won't do. Most people won't touch AI. It's too complicated, too new, too scary. Good. That's your opening. Just like the projects and the barrios were my opening in telecom. AI is your opening now. The market is wide open. The penetration is low. And the people willing to move will own it. Are you willing to take it? You see, here's what immigrants understand that everyone else forgets. Everything we need is already within us. You don't need a computer science degree to use AI. You don't need to understand how the model works under the hood. You just need to be willing to experiment, fail, adjust, and keep moving. That's what we do. That's what we always done. When you come to a new country with nothing, You don't have the luxury of waiting for the perfect information. You don't get to sit in analysis paralysis. You move, you adapt, you innovate. And the beautiful thing about AI, it rewards that exact mindset. The people winning with AI right now aren't the engineers, they are the hustlers. The people who see a tool and immediately think, how can I use this to create value? How can I solve problems faster? How can I serve my audience better? If you are a speaker, you should be using AI to research your audience in minutes, customize every keynote for maximum impact, generate case studies that make your points unforgettable, and repurpose your talks into content that gets you more gigs. If you are an entrepreneur, you should be using AI to automate your follow ups so you never lose a lead. Create content that positions you as the authority. Analyze your data to find patterns you are missing and build systems that scale without adding headcount. And if you are already making money, real money, you better be protecting it. Because the IRS doesn't care about your AI empire if you don't have the right structures in place. That's where disruptorscode.com comes in. We help you set up your wills, your trusts, and tax-free growth strategies so your wealth transfers to your loved ones, not the government. Making money is only half the game. Keeping it and protecting it, that's the immigrant's final lesson. Let me give you some real examples. Not theory, not someday, right now. As you guys know, I've been speaking around the world for more than 20 years. I get invited to groups and masterminds and events all the time. I am part of multiple AI masterminds online and in person as I travel globally. I'm watching everyday people, not tech experts, not Silicon Valley insiders, making real money with AI. 3 weeks ago, a friend posted content on Facebook. Just normal posts, nothing crazy, maybe once in a while. $3,200 in 3 weeks from 2 million impressions. You heard me right. Meta, Facebook, is paying people to post. And you can use AI to create 90% of that content. Let that sink in for a minute. Another member, laid off from his government job, joined one of our AI groups that I'm also a member immediately after him being laid off. 3 weeks later, 3 weeks, he's getting paid $3,000 per month as an AI retainer consultant. One client, AI implementation. The AI does 90% of the work. You click it. He spends 1 hour per day per client. So now imagine for a second, 3 to 7 clients. Let's just think small, nothing crazy like these people talk about online. Just 3 to 7 clients per year. It's like less than one a month. That's $9,000 to $21,000 per month, 1 hour per client per day. Not bad, right? Is this making sense to you? The people that are being laid off, they stay-home moms, stay-home dads. That's the type of cash that's out there for you to go after. And here's the crazy part. One of the AI masterminds I am in, my buddy who runs it charges $49 a month. No contract, you cancel anytime. You heard me right. He's the one that made $3,200 in 3 weeks by posting on Meta, and he showed it to us on our monthly calls. He showed us his dashboard. He showed us open up his Facebook. No way you can fake this stuff. $49. That's a family deal with McDonald's these days. So ask yourself, what do you have to lose? Time, $49? Now ask yourself, what is the upside? What if you go all in and you start posting content, AI-generated content, and you make enough money to just cover your rent or pay for your car payment or just pay for your insurance or just buy your groceries for the month? What if you get laid off tomorrow? What if AI helps you show busy small business owners how to dominate their local SEO inside ChatGPT, which is the future. Right now, everybody's searching on ChatGPT. That's the new behavior. Instead of asking Google, what are we are asking? We are asking ChatGPT. So when people search for businesses in their town, they show up first. Imagine best plumber in San Francisco, best landscaper in New York. You see, my friends, you can charge $1,000 to $5,000 just to set that up for small businesses in the place where you live, in your backyard. I often talk about this on the stage. Home court advantage. Think about how many businesses you know and friends of friends that owns a landscaping company, heater, air conditioning, construction. A lot of people, they now going no longer to Google. They're going on ChatGPT and they are asking about. And imagine if you rank it first on top, $1,000 to $3,000, $5,000 just to set that up one time. Then you charge $500 to $3,000 per month to manage their account. You manage inside your own AI. You help them bring new clients every single month, and AI is doing 90% of the work. You're learning, understanding, and clicking a few buttons. What do you think? He gonna not pay 500? Would you pay somebody $500 to $3,000 a month if he's bringing you ongoing clients every single month? Where you're making 10, 20 times than that? Of course, anybody will. Are you following me? This is happening right now. Why you are listening to this? And when you see me talking about any AI company or tool or strategy, it's because I am in it to win it. You guys know how I am. What I often talk about in my book, Work Like an Immigrant, I will never take you to a place that I haven't been before. If I talk about a company, a project, I vetted, I've done it, I'm in it with my own eyes. I've seen the dashboards. I've watched the money hit the bank accounts. This isn't hype. This is happening. So if you want in, here's what to do. Go in the link in the description below or go to my Instagram. Right now, in January 2026, we are almost at 63,000, and I'm super excited and thankful to all of you. My Instagram is at Carlos Inspire, INSPIRE. Hit the follow button, drop a comment, some of my latest posts, send me a message, and click in the link in my bio. Some of my links, you're going to see one that's going to say your first 1K with AI. That's your door. Walk through it. So here we are, 2026. The year AI stops being a buzzword and starts being a dividing line. On one side, people who adapted, who learned, who built systems that leverage AI to create predictable, certain, and secure income streams. People who are making $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month while AI does the heavy lifting. On the other side, people who waited, who hesitated, who got left behind because they were too proud, too scared, or too comfortable to invest $49 and see what's possible. This is your immigrant moment. Adapt or die. Innovate or fade. The ones winning aren't smarter than you. They are just willing to move while you are still thinking. The question isn't if you are capable. You are. The question is, are you willing? Are you willing to spend the next 90 days learning AI instead of scrolling social media complaining about the economy? Are you willing to experiment, fail, and iterate until you find what works? Are you willing to invest $49 to learn what's actually working instead of spending $49 on a meal that you will forget about it tomorrow? Because that's the choice. That's always been the choice. People spend thousands of dollars on stupid programs that teach nothing but theory. I come here with $800 between my mother and I. No English, no connections, no safety net. What I had was this: the certainty that if I didn't figure it out, nobody was coming to save me. And a whole lot of people will be suffering back in Brazil that I supported. And you know what? That certainty became my greatest asset. You have the same choice right now with AI. Nobody is coming to save you from being disrupted. Nobody's going to hand you the playbook. Nobody's going to make this easy. But if you move, if you adapt, and if you treat this like the opportunity it is instead of the threat everyone else sees as, you win. You don't just survive, you dominate. So here's what I want you to do after this episode. First, go to the link in the description or hit up my Instagram at Carlos Inspire. Click the link in my bio. Your first 1K with AI. Get in the room where it's happening. Second, pick one AI tool this week and use it to solve one problem in your business. Or if you don't have one, to help somebody else, a friend. Make them your testimonial, your case study. Don't overthink this. Just move. Because the immigrant advantage isn't about being perfect, it's about being relentless. And if you wanted to get paid to speak, visit getonmorestages.com. If you are making money, protect it at disruptorscode.com. This is the Carlos Inspire Show. Go build your empire because you know it. The days that breaks us are truly the day that makes us.